Good morning, boys. In last class, at last, we learnt about various methods of preparation of hydrogen. The various methods are laboratory method and a commercial method. These laboratory methods, two types. One is electrolysis. Another one is displacement of hydrogen from acid using metals. Displacement of hydrogen from acid using metals. Electrolysis process carried out using either acid or alkali. So, here two water molecule undergoes electrolysis process, we get 2H2 plus O2. Already we discussed this part during electrolysis. Displacement of hydrogen from acid. Highly reactive metals such as zinc, aluminum, iron either react with hydrochloric acid or it reacts with sulfuric acid. It replaces hydrogen from acid. For example, zinc react with hydrochloric acid, it replaces hydrogen from acid. We get zinc chloride plus hydrogen. So, here 2 chlorine is there, that is why in reactant side also you add 2. So, here how many hydrogen is there? 2 hydrogen, that is why here you write H2. These are laboratory method. What about commercial method? One type is steam reforming of hydrocarbon. Steam reforming of hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon such as methane gas mixed with steam at 800 to 900 degrees Celsius at and 30 atmospheric pressure in presence of catalyst nickel. Here steam is passed, methane react with steam. The temperature range is 800 degrees Celsius to 900 degrees Celsius at 30 atmospheric pressure. It gives mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. Here totally 4, here 2 hydrogen is there, that is why here 3 H2. Okay. Now, one more method, instead of hydrocarbon, we use red hot coke. Coke is nothing but allotropic form of carbon, red hot coke in which steam is passed. Steam means nothing but vapor form of water molecule or gaseous state of this one, steam heated at 1000 degrees Celsius. We get mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. In this method, we get this mixture is otherwise called as water gas. One more question, water gas is mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. This water gas is called as synthetic gas, simply called as syngas. Why this is called as syngas means it is used to prepare many organic solvent like methanol, as well as it is used for preparing simple hydrocarbon. That is why this water gas is called as syngas. Next important question is water gas shift reaction. Water gas shift reaction. Your exam point of view, this is your 3 more question. Conversion of carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide. Conversion of carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide is called as water gas shift reaction. In water gas, carbon monoxide is available. In this mixture, carbon monoxide mixed with steam at 400 degrees Celsius and passed through shift converter in presence of either iron or nickel, iron or copper as a catalyst. This carbon monoxide is converted into carbon dioxide. This type of reaction is called as water gas shift reaction. The formed carbon dioxide absorbed in aqueous solution of potassium carbonate. Formed carbon dioxide absorbed when treated with potassium carbonate solution. That's why I add water. This is converted into sodium bicarbonate. Obtained carbon dioxide further converted in the form of solution on treatment with a potassium carbonate solution. It is converted into sodium bicarbonate. This kind of reaction is called as water gas shift reaction. Next, we discuss about property of hydrogen. Usually, properties of any element or compounds are discussed based on its physical properties as well as chemical properties. Under physical properties, we discuss about color, taste, smell, boiling point, solubility, melting point, atomic mass, volume, density, etc. So, what are the important physical property of hydrogen? Physical properties of hydrogen. We know very well. Physical properties of hydrogen, it is colorless, no taste, tasteless, odorless, no smell, odorless. It is exists in the form of gas and it is diatomic molecule. However, it is converted into liquid form at a low temperature with a high pressure. Converted into liquid at high temperature, at high pressure and a low temperature. It acts as a reducing agent. One more question, it acts as a reducing agent. It is non-polar molecule. There are two type of molecules are available. One is polar molecule, another one is called as non-polar molecule. What is non-polar molecule? Non-polar molecule has no separation of charge. Let us consider what is polar molecule and non-polar molecules. Consider H and F. It is hydrogen fluoride. Between hydrogen and fluorine, the bond is covalent bond. Compared with the hydrogen, fluorine is highly electronegative element. That's why it carry partially negative charge. It attracts the shared pair of electron towards itself. It gives one electron. Fluorine also gives one electron. They form covalent bond. However, compared with the hydrogen, fluorine is highly electronegative element. That's why the shared pair of electron move towards fluorine. That's why it carry partially negative charge and it carry partially positive charge. Partially carry positive charge and negative charge denoted by a symbol this way, del plus del minus. Then this kind of molecules are called as polar molecules. That is distribution of electron between covalently bonded atoms not even, then that molecules are called as polar molecule. What are polar molecule? HF, H2O, C2H5OH and CO, These are some example for polar molecule. What are non-polar molecule? Let us consider O2, N2, Br2, I2, F2, N2. These are polar molecule. These are non-polar molecule. CO2, then benzene. Here you consider hydrogen. Simply you take hydrogen. Hydrogen also form a covalent bond with another hydrogen because mutual sharing between two atom, pairs of electron. So it form a covalent bond. So it is divided into H plus and H plus. But in this case it is divided into H plus and F minus. So one end it carry positive charge, another end it carry negative charge. That type of molecules are called as polar molecule. They do not carry any charge like that are called as non-polar molecule. So hydrogen do not carry any charge, that's why it carry positive charge, okay, but in a molecule it exists in the form of diatomic molecule, so it is polar in nature. These are the important physical properties of hydrogen. Next we move to chemical property of hydrogen. Under chemical properties, we discuss about formation of oxide. Second one is formation of halide. Third one is formation of hydride. Fourth one, reducing property of hydrogen. First we discuss about formation of oxide. When hydrogen combine with oxygen, it forms hydrogen combined with oxygen, it gives water. Here H2 is there and oxygen is there. So, two water hydrogen combined with one oxygen molecule, it gives water molecule. It is explosive nature. During formation of water molecule, large amount of energy is released. The formed energy is converted into electricity in fuel cell. What is fuel cell? Fuel cell is nothing but it is a device like battery. It produces electricity. When the reaction takes place between fuel and oxidizing agent, fuel cell usually made up of hydrogen and oxygen. Fuel cell is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. Here hydrogen acts as a fuel and this is acts as a oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent otherwise called as oxidant. So, when both are combined together, it produces large amount of energy. That energies are converted in the form of electricity in fuel cell. Next, halogen has great affinity with hydrogen. What are halogen? 17 group elements are called as halogen. These are simply represented as X2, fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. All these are non-metal, highly electronegative elements. So, these halogen readily combine with hydrogen in different manner. Fluorine has greater affinity with the hydrogen. What is a product? Generally it is referred as X2. So hydrogen combined with X2. The X2 may be fluorine, chlorine, bromine or iodine. Combined with the halogen, it gives HX. Now, hydrogen react with fluorine, it form hydrogen fluoride. Even in dark condition, it is violently react with the fluorine. But chlorine react with hydrogen, it form hydrogen chloride in presence of either sunlight at a room temperature. Hydrogen combine with bromine only on heating. It form hydrogen bromide. Hydrogen react with iodine, it is photochemical reaction. High temperature as well as catalyst need, that time only it form hydrogen iodide. So, the reaction of hydrogen with fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine takes place in different manner. Fluorine react even in dark condition, but chlorine react with hydrogen to form hydrogen chloride in presence of sunlight or room temperature, but on heating only bromine react with hydrogen, but formation of hydrogen iodide is a photochemical reaction. In this reaction, we know very well HX. Always whenever you write any compound, positively charged particles are written first and then you write negatively charged particle. So, here H carry positive charge, halide carry negative charge. That is why the oxidation state of hydrogen in hydrogen halide is 1. It is your 1 mark question. Next, formation of hydride. Highly reactive metals. Which are highly reactive metals? Alkali metals are highly reactive metal. Hydrogen readily react with alkali metal. It form hydride. First, it form water molecule. Second one, it form halide. Third property is formation of hydride. Formation of hydride. Not only alkali metal, alkaline earth metal. What are alkaline earth metal? Second group metals are called as alkaline earth metal. So, either alkali metal or alkaline earth metal combined with hydrogen, it gives hydrides. Generally, metals are represented as M. It react with hydrogen. It form MH. Or I write metal, lithium, combined with hydrogen, it form lithium hydride. Here 2 hydrogen, don't change the formula, chemical formula of the given compound. So, here 2 hydrogen is there, that is why the 2 is put here, not here. So, here 2 means lithium also 2. When sodium react with hydrogen, it form NaH. This is called as lithium hydride. This is called as sodium hydride. Now, like that, calcium combined with hydrogen, it form calcium hydride. Now, I write CaH2. Calcium is a second group element, otherwise called as alkaline earth metal. Why I write here H2? Because valency of carbon is 2. Hydrogen, valency of hydrogen is 1. Cross it, chemical formula. So, CaH2, it is called as calcium hydride. In this case, the first one carry what charge? Positive charge, and the second one carry negative charge. So, what is the oxidation state of hydrogen in hydride means your answer is -1. This is called as hydride. This is called as H plus means it is called as, it is dissociate into H plus and X minus. This is called as hydronium ion or simply called as proton, otherwise called as hydronium ion. Hydrogen carry positive charge, then that ion is called as hydronium ion. hydrogen carry negative charge, then this is called as hydride ion. Okay. The formed lithium hydride and sodium hydride, these are also act as a reducing agent for preparing many organic compounds. And these lithium hydride and sodium hydride also used for preparing so many other reducing agents. Some important reducing agents are nothing but lithium aluminum hydride and sodium borohydride. What is the application of hydride? Means you write this equation. So what are that equation means? Lithium hydride. Lithium hydride react with aluminum chloride. It gives lithium aluminum hydride. Formula of this one is LiAlH4 along with the lithium chloride is formed. Like that, sodium chloride, sodium hydride react with trimethyl borate. Trimethyl borate, the formula is like this, trimethyl borate, they form sodium borohydride plus CH3 sodium ethoxide. Here 3 molecules are there, that's why I write here 3. Here chlorine is 3, that's why I put here 3. So lithium is 3, here also there, that's why I put here 4. Hydrogen, here 4, that's why I put here 4. So here also I put 4. Clear? It is called as balanced equation. Formation of hydride with hydrogen. Metals such as alkali metal and alkaline metal combine with hydrogen, it form metal hydride. In metal hydride, hydrogen carry -1 its oxidation state. The formed metal hydrides are act as a reducing agent for many organic compounds are prepared by this method, and also these lithium hydride and sodium hydrides are used for preparing other reducing agent, lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride. Okay, next we discuss about the properties of, what about the next properties? Means it is also act as a reducing agent. Fourth property of hydrogen, act as a reducing agent. How it act as a reducing agent? Listen. Unsaturated compounds. What are unsaturated compounds? Double bond or triple bond between carbon atom, then that type of compounds are called as unsaturated compound. So here I take triple bond compound. Simple triple bond compound is nothing but acetylene. Between carbon, triple bond is there. It is called as unsaturated compound. Unsaturated compound. So it react with hydrogen in presence of nickel or platinum as a catalyst, either platinum or nickel as a catalyst. Now I add these two hydrogen, this is addition reaction. So the double bond is now converted into, triple bond is converted into double bond. So this is also further reaction with hydrogen. These two hydrogens are combined, here one, that's why there is breaking of this bond. We get CH3 and CH3. So between carbon, single bond is available, so this is called as saturated compound. So acetylene react with hydrogen, it undergoes the type of reaction is called as addition reaction. It forms unsaturated compound ethene. Further addition of hydrogen with ethene, it is converted into ethane, saturated compound. So these are the important properties of which one means hydrogen. Next we move to uses of hydrogen. What are the important uses of hydrogen? One of the important uses of hydrogen is nothing but it is used to prepare ammonia in industries. Ammonia is used as a fertilizer and explosive agent such as ammonium nitrate, and also it is used for preparing nitric acid. So, by Haber process, preparation of ammonia, that process is called as Haber process. Haber process. What is Haber's process means? In this process, 3:1 ratio of hydrogen, 3 part of hydrogen combined with 1 part of nitrogen in presence of iron as a catalyst at the temperature range is near 450 degrees Celsius, 380 to 450 degrees Celsius and 200 atmospheric pressure. We get ammonia. This process is called as Haber process. The formed ammonia is used for preparing nitric acid. It is used as a fertilizer as well as explosive agent. Then it is also act as a reducing agent in metallurgy process. For example, metal oxides are converted into metal. For example, you consider it act as a reducing agent. Already we discussed there also one reducing agent. In metallurgy process also hydrogen act as reducing agent. For example, WO3 oxide of metal react with hydrogen, it is reduced into W plus H2O. Balanced equation is important, like that copper oxide, otherwise called as cupric oxide, combined with hydrogen, the cupric oxide is reduced into copper and it liberates water molecule. Here 3, so I put 3, here 3. Then unsaturated fatty acid. What are unsaturated fatty acids? Organic carboxylic acid with double bond compounds are called as unsaturated fatty acid. These are available in vegetable oil, coconut oil, groundnut oil, gingerly oil, in which these are available. These unsaturated fatty acids such as arachidonic acid, oleic acid, these are unsaturated fatty acid. So, this unsaturated fatty acid, these are organic acid. Organic acid means it contains COOH as a functional group. Unsaturated fatty acids are converted into saturated fatty acids. Saturated fatty acid by addition of hydrogen in presence of catalysis, powdered form of nickel act as a catalyst. This process is called as hydrogenation. During this process, we prepare the compound is called as vanaspati. We said that dalda, vanaspati. Okay, unsaturated fatty acid undergoes hydrogenation in presence of nickel as a catalyst. We get a saturated fatty acid called as vanaspati. Then liquid hydrogen. Fourth application is liquid hydrogen. Hydrogen used in rocket as a fuel. Liquid hydrogen used as a fuel in rocket. Rocket propellant in the form of fuel. Then atomic hydrogen, single hydrogen atom or oxyhydrogen torch which produces large amount of hot flame. That hot flames are using for cutting and welding of many metals, glasses and thermoplastic. What are that compound? Atomic hydrogen. Atomic hydrogen is nothing but single hydrogen atom. On the earth's surface extremely it is rare. So, this atomic hydrogen, oxyhydrogen torches. The name is called as oxyhydrogen cells, and it is also used, already we discussed, it is also used in the form of fuel cell for generating electricity, and also nickel metal hydride battery. Nickel metal hydride battery, which is used in the form of rechargeable batteries. These are the important, and one more application is nothing but it is used for preparation of synthetic gas. What about that? Methane react with steam. In presence of copper as catalyst, we get mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Next, we discuss about compound of hydrogen. Before that, preparation of deuterium. We know that normal water contains preparation of deuterium. So, normal water contains 1.6 into 10 power 4 percentage of heavy water. This is one more question. During hydrolysis of ordinary water, we get which one? Hydrogen and oxygen. Like that, deuterium also prepared by electrolysis of heavy water. But heavy water is present in normal water. So, first water undergoes electrolysis, in which dissociation of water is faster than heavy water. Then during electrolysis, hydrogen is liberated first, then deuterium. Further, the electrolysis is continued till the solution reach in heavy water, and finally the heavy water undergoes electrolysis. It gives deuterium and oxygen. The properties is similar to that of preparation of hydrogen by electrolysis process. In this process, deuterium oxide, otherwise called as heavy water, it undergoes electrolysis. It gives deuterium and oxygen. Next, what are the important properties of deuterium? The physical property of deuterium also similar to that of hydrogen. However, its atomic mass is higher than hydrogen. Boiling point and melting point of deuterium also higher. Okay, and next we can discuss about chemical properties. Similar to that of hydrogen, it also form oxide with oxygen. Deuterium combined with oxygen, it form heavy water called as deuterium oxide. It also react with halogen and it form deuterium halide. What is the general formula for halogen? X2. So, deuterium combined with halogen, it gives dx. Here 2, that's why without changing chemical formula, you want to write the 2 here only, not either here or here. So, instead of this, simply I write D2 plus Br to what is your product? 2 D Br deuterium bromide. If deuterium react with chlorine, it gives deuterium chloride. Then what are the application of this deuterium? This deuterium acts as a tracer element to study about many chemical reactions. High speed deuterium used in artificial radioactivity. It is used for preparation of heavy water and it is also used as a moderator in nuclear reaction. Next, what about the tritium? As explained earlier, tritium is a radioactive isotope. It is present only in tracer amount. It is occur in upper atmosphere by nuclear reaction induced by cosmic rays. It is also prepared artificially by bombardment of lithium with slow neutrons through nuclear fission reaction. So, tritium is prepared by artificially through nuclear fission reaction. What is nuclear fission reaction? Heavy nuclei break up into two lighter nuclei with a release of large amount of heat energy is called as nuclear fission reaction. So, lithium atomic number 6, atomic number 3, mass number 6, It is bombarded with a slow moving neutron. It forms tritium 3, 1. So here we want to balance both mass number as well as atomic number. Totally 6 plus 1, 7. Here 3, that's why I write remaining 4 here. Here 3 plus 0, 3. Here 1, remaining is 2. Then what is this? This is nothing but helium particle. So in this way, it is your 3-mark question. How is tritium prepared in laboratory? Means lithium bombarded with a slow moving neutron. In nuclear fission reaction, we get helium and tritium. It is a radioactive isotope. Its half-life is found to be 12.3 years. One more question. Half-life. What is half-life period? Means half-life period is defined as the time required to reduce the amount of radioactive element to 1/2 from its initial value is called as half-life period. Let us consider, I take 5 gram of tritium, means it is reduced to 2.5. For that, how much time required? That is called as half-life period. If I take 1 gram of any radioactive element, it is reduced to 0.5 gram, means for that how much time I required? That is called as half-life period. Next we move to compound of hydrogen. Water is the most listen sir. Next we discuss about compound of water, compound of hydrogen, water. We know very well water is one of the most abundant compound of hydrogen which occur on the surface of approximately 70% in ocean, which is a major source of water. However, seawater contains many salts which are dissolved in seawater. That's why seawater cannot be used directly. We know that a major part of all living things is made up of living things. That's why here we study about water. Water, it is, what about its physical properties? It possesses high melting point and a high boiling point due to intermolecular hydrogen bond. It is your 1 more question. I discuss what is intermolecular hydrogen bond later. See the property of heavy water, ordinary water and tritium oxide in that book. Okay. Next we discuss about what are the important chemical property of water. Okay. So we discuss about what are the important chemical property of water. It reacts with metal, non-metal in different condition and form a different product. What are the important property of water? Means reaction with the alkali metal. What are that alkali metal? Sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium are called as alkali metal. So water react with sodium or combine with a sodium. These alkali metals displaces hydrogen from water molecule. They form alkali solution, sodium hydroxide, and it liberates hydrogen. Like potassium react with water, it form potassium hydroxide and liberate hydrogen. Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, these are called as alkali solution. The compound which contains OH group that are usually called as base. Why these are called as alkali solution means these are soluble in water. Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are readily soluble in water. Those base which are soluble in water, then these are referred as alkali solution. Next, alkaline earth metal like barium also. Barium is a alkaline earth metal, second group element. It react with water in slow manner. It also form barium hydroxide. Now it is sparingly soluble in water, that's why these are called as base with the liberation of hydrogen. Alkali metal readily form hydroxide and alkaline earth metal react slowly with water and the hydrates are less soluble in water with the liberation of hydrogen. What about the next topic? That is, we discuss about transition metal. Many transition metals are D block element, otherwise called as transition metal. These transition metals are react with a water at a high temperature only. For example, iron heated with a water, steam, heated with a steam, it form Fe3O4. What is the name of this Fe3O4? The name of this compound is called as ferric oxide. Ferric oxide. Iron is transition element. These are alkaline earth metal, sodium, potassium are alkali metal. Next we discuss about, next topic is nothing but reaction with halogen. Water readily react with halogen, they form acidic solution. Halogen combine with, except fluorine, all other halogen combine with water, they form, the resultant solution is acidic in nature. Acidic in nature. Let us consider chlorine react with water molecule, it gives hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid. HOCl is called as hypochlorous acid. Due to formation of hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid, these chlorine water act as a antibacterial agent as well as it is used as a bleaching agent. Next, reaction of non-metallic compound. Non-metallic compounds such as CO3 2- carbonate, non-metallic compound react with water. They form either acidic solution or basic solution. Let us consider sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate combined with water, it gives, what about that means? Sodium hydroxide and carbon dioxide with the liberation of hydrogen. Okay. So what about the product we get means HCO3 minus plus OH minus. Due to formation of OH minus, it is slightly acidic in nature. Na2, first I write Na2 here. After replacing this one, it carries CO3 2-, it is combined with water, it form OH minus and bicarbonate ion. It is slightly basic in nature. Non-metallic compound combined with water, it form either acidic solution or basic solution. Next, we discuss about amphoteric nature. What an important question. What is water act as a amphoteric oxide? It is nothing but it can act as either acid or base based on proton donor and proton acceptor. Any substance accept proton, then these are called as base. Proton means H plus here. Proton, it is called as proton. Proton acceptor. Proton acceptor called as base. Proton donor, according to Lowry-Bronsted concept, proton donors are called as acid, proton acceptors are called as base. So, any compound which acts as either acid or base, then that are called as amphoteric in nature. Zinc oxide, aluminum oxide, water molecules are example for amphoteric oxide. Now, let us consider HCl combined with water molecule. It is acid. It dissociate into H plus and Cl minus. So, the H plus ion accepted by H2O and it is converted in the form of H3O plus Cl minus. So, here water molecule accept H plus ion from acid. That's why here water molecule acts as in the form of base. Let us consider ammonia molecule. It carry lone pair, so it is act as base. So here water is added. This water donate it H plus ion to ammonia molecule. That's why ammonia molecule is converted into ammonium ion and it liberate OH minus. So here H plus is obtained from water molecule, not from ammonia. So it is a H plus donor. That's why it is here water acts as a acid. So water acts as either acid or base, then that are called as amphoteric oxide. Next, it react with it easily dissolve ionic compound. Let us consider sodium chloride. Na plus plus, it is converted into, when treated with water molecule, it is converted into NaOH and HCl. Or ionic here, it carry, these are present in a solution in the form of cation and anion. Okay, so it is also react with non-metals, non-covalent compound. What about that covalent compound? Silicon tetrachloride treated with water molecule. This water molecule hydrolyzes silicon tetrachloride into silicon oxide plus HCl. Here 4 is there, that's why I put here 4. Here 2. Like that, phosphorus pentaoxide hydrolyzed with water molecule, it form phosphoric acid. It form phosphoric acid. Okay, so these are the important properties of water molecule. So remaining part we discuss in the next class. Thank you, boys.